The book that I'm gonna review is actually a Bengali book, and it's about a mountaineer. He is my school senior. The adventures, the risks, there are some breathtaking episodes in that. Life is very important, but also you should follow your passion if you want to enjoy your profession. You know, journalism is not everyone's cup of tea. And I'll tell you why. Because with journalism comes a lot of effort which people do not realize. People think that journalism just means following celebrities, writing about them, page 3 stuff. But there are different kinds of journalism. And you might be wondering, why am I talking about journalism in TBR? You are in the correct show. It's TBR. And I'm actually reviewing a book. What is this book about? It has been written by Anjan Sundaram. Now, those of you know his name, you know he's a wartime journalist, someone who writes about wars. And his previous book was about Congo War. This one is about a war that's within him, about a war which is also something that he's covering in the Central African Republic. It's basically based on the fact that after a decade of journalism, Anjan Sundaram decided to settle down with his wife, had a child, and was doing his usual, reportage from home, spending time with the child. And then one fine day, he got the news of a war which has not got that much publicity in the Central African Republic. He wanted to cover the war, and yet he was a little confused because initially it was him all alone, right, when he was covering the rest of the wars. But this time he had a wife, he had a child. Would it be worth leaving the wife and the child? But this is where partner supporting is very important, and that's what Anjan has written. His wife was extremely supportive, helped him with contact numbers, and actually supported him. He went to Central African Republic, and that is where I think the interesting part begins. Well, as a reader, it's interesting. For him, it must have been a struggle, and I would actually like to thank him. Right, there's a Dhoom 3 bike coming. So we showed you a bike race also in between TBR. Anyway, getting back to the point. So he finally decided to leave his wife and child back and go on this journey. And he did. I will not spoil the book for you by revealing about, what all he had to face, how the whole journalism went. I'll now take you to the other part, the part which is his personal life. When somebody goes through a war, everything changes for them. But it also changes for people who might not be directly a part of the war, but say, for example, Anjan was reporting about the war. The incidents that he faced, his probably stubbornness to unearth the facts led to a breakup. What breakup? Did his marriage break up? Or did Anjan himself break up? Did the human, the journalist, the husband, did it all break up and he was out of the clutter. For that, you have to pick up the book. I know it's non-fiction and a lot of people probably wonder that, should I pick up non-fiction? But let me tell you, if you do not pick up this non-fiction, you will be missing a lot. So go right away and pick up non-fiction while I go and pick up my next book. Stay tuned.